Hey there, how's it going? Tactical Bunny here with an impromptu backyard knife review. Uh, been trying to find my voice on these knife reviews. I've said it a couple times, so I hope that's not getting too repetitive, but I'm going to release kind of a longer form video and a shorter form video review of this knife. This is the shorter form video. I got to get into it, otherwise it'll go too long. The Swag's Kizer Chili Pepper. This knife has a lot of attitude. It's a really cool knife. It's got a lot going for it. It's got a lot going for it. It's wanting in a couple of other areas, but it's a knife that at first I wasn't so sure about it. I felt like it was a little bit on the heavy side, so not my favorite with weight, but it's acceptable. And now that I've had it for a while, I kind of dig it. The things I really dig about it, I like the design. I wasn't really looking for a Persian trailing point blade, but I got such a good deal on this knife. It was $37.50, 50% off on Amazon. I just grabbed it and went with it, and I'm stoked to have it. It's going to be one of my main EDCs for a little while to come anyway. And so the first things I noticed were really kind of all not that great. So I'm going to go over that first. It was a little on the heavier side, and it had quite a bit of lock stick when I got it, and I had to fix that. I basically had to take it apart. I radiused the area where the blade contacted the button lock, and that fixed it. But if you're not someone who really takes knives apart and really works on them, and you have that problem, this could be a problem. Although this is just one sample from the whole set, and I haven't seen any other blade reviewers say that that was a problem for them. So I wouldn't let that hold you back. But yeah, that wasn't great. And yeah, and it's a little sharp around the edges, although it fits my hand great. It has wonderful jimping. I'm just kind of going over what I noticed right out of the gate. It has really wonderful jimping, fits my hand. Like I can get, I can, be a little bit further back or choked up, and I get 4 fingers on like a 3-inch bladed knife. That's pretty darn good. Now that the lock is working really nice, it's a fun little fidget knife with either the front flip, which I just kind of use it as a front opener rather than a front flip, especially when I try and do it like that. Like half the time it just goes flying out of my hand. I think I like front flippers almost more than I like flippers because they're a little bit more out of the way. You can kind of use them to finish opening the knife. If you only get a partial open, you can just kind of do that and open it the rest of the way. I don't really necessarily dig the aesthetic of the flipper sticking out the back there. So yeah, I'm digging front flippers now. This is my first front flipper, so that's I guess not too relevant. I did not dig the thumb stud. It was a little wide on this, and I just didn't feel like it was necessary. Between the front flip and the button lock, you got 2 ways you can open it, and I just didn't feel like it was necessary to be there. So I did a thumb stud delete on it, and this is actually a translucent material. I just filled in that hole with epoxy. It's something where I could technically reverse the job if I wanted to, but and I haven't thrown the thumb stud away or anything. But yeah, every once in a while I just get a little glint of light through there. I think it's cool. It's the first time I ever tried doing that, and yeah, it's just kind of cool. It's a little cool customization thing I did, and I'm stoked on it. There were a few. Okay, so aside from the button lock, the pocket clip, I threw on this MXG Gear clip, and I wish I had the other clip with me, and I don't want to go get it, but please accept my word that it was like the loop was just too flat. It was too thin, and it just, you could not drop pants all the way down into the bottom of it. So if you were, if this was your pants pocket and the other pocket, the other pocket clip, it would get stuck here because it was just too narrow. So kind of threw on this MXG gear clip. It's a little bit big for this knife, but that's fine. It's still, comfortable enough in hand that I don't mind it, and it's very functional, so that's good. Sorry about the dogs barking in the background, but hey, impromptu backyard knife review. So pocket clip wasn't great. The lock stick was really not great. When I went to put this edge on here, and the edge did come out fantastic, which, fancy that 154 cm having sharpening up beautifully. The sharpening choil wasn't fantastic, so I extended the sharpening choil out, and yeah, now it works good, but they didn't need to not do that. And I do feel like the G10 is a little bit, kind of more cornery than it needs to be. It could have gotten a little bit more radiusing. But other than that, what I really like about this knife is that it has character. And by that I mean, it's called the Chili Pepper. That's a cute name. It's a cute little knife. Aside from, Swag's little signature with the heart on there, it's got a theme, and it's got a fun theme. And that's, it's a fun attitude. It's a fun knife. And I think that's all cool. The jimping on it is fantastic. The blade shape is really functional for a lot of cutting needs. I can get a 4-finger grip on this thing, no problem. It just locks into your hand fantastically well. And although it's on the heavier side, it still carries pretty well. I do kind of consider the front flipper more of an opener than I really tried to do the flippy thing. But, it's been a fidget toy for me. So I kind of do everything. I definitely am not sad to see the thumb stud go, though, because it just didn't need to be there. I didn't need it. So yeah, but Miss Swags, should you ever see my really amateur video review of your knife, I like what you did here. I like the concept that you had. I like the fun that you put behind this. Kizer, you guys could have done a little bit better fit and finish. And I get it. You guys got to make money. You got to hit a price point, but the fit and finish could have been better. And, a few details like the sharpening detent, sharpening choil could have been better. But this has been, I've really found myself in love with this knife, and it's a great little knife. And yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up with that. Kizer Chili Pepper, now one of my favorite, I can't get that paper out of there now. Oh yeah, one of my favorite EDC knives. Great going, Swags. Stoked I got this gal. I don't know. It's, I'm anthropomorphizing. It's a knife. All right, have a great day. Thank you for watching.